The Intermediated Research Initiative, which we abbreviate to Irideus.org, is a solution for a global problem which is faced by investors, companies, and the exchanges on which they trade. And the problem is that many companies are under-researched as broker research has trended down structurally over a number of years. The issue here is that public companies without research become invisible to their target investor base. Public companies with less than 3 sources of research lack a relevant source of consensus estimate. Lack of coverage impairs liquidity, and that's bad for investors. Access to new capital is impaired, and that's very bad for issuers. Trading volumes are impaired, and that's unhelpful for the business models of the exchanges. Alternative commercial models where corporate issuers pay for research have become tainted both in the equity and in the credit ratings space. And now exchanges through the Intermediated Research Initiative have an opportunity to resolve these problems with a robust solution that we've provided through Irideus.org. So what is Irideus.org? It's an integrated platform to address research coverage for generally smaller and mid-cap companies, providing research which is properly objective, comprehensive, cost-effective, and very importantly, widely distributed. It's a business model for the provision of research that addresses the perceived quality standard and conflicts of interest or objectivity that is associated with the traditional sponsored research model. The problem here is that if, as an issuer, you approach a research firm offering to pay that firm to write research on you, there is a natural concern amongst the consumers of that research that it needs to be treated with some element of skepticism. Irideus is an institutional quality research solution. We provide a legal framework and a suite of prepared legal agreements. And for exchanges, it's a turnkey solution to provide a cost-effective and objective research solution for the companies listed on its boards. We embrace a high-quality research process where we collect background information on the company, its markets, its suppliers, and its sector peers and competitors. We construct a draft earnings model for the issuer. Very importantly, we conduct a visit by the sector specialist to interview the management and gain first-hand exposure, first-hand view of the facilities, its premises, its operations. We then provide a draft initiation report for management to review purely on the basis of the factual information contained in that report. We'll then publish a final version of the report on the Irideus.org platform, and then onwards to a global audience through Thomson Reuters, Bloomberg, FactSet, Capital IQ, Research Oracle, and Proactive Investors Network. The deliverables are standardized, so there's a draft report for management comment, an initiation report which includes a 2-year forecast, over which the company, the issuer, has neither management input nor veto. Established distribution through our global distribution partners. The possibility of providing through the intermediator a white label product if that's required. We provide quarterly or semi-annual updates according to the reporting cycle of the issuer, and ad hoc updates driven by company events, industry events, or general news flow around the economy. There's then an annual update report, which is a substantial report, rather like the initiation report. What are the key attributes of Irideus? First of all, we are an initiative harnessing 5 leading independent research firms. Each of us has an international reputation and an international footprint. Very importantly, when an issuer decides to become covered by Irideus.org, the matching of the issuer to the research company is completely arbitrary. This feature eliminates any tainted relationship between the issuer and the research company, and that in turn gives the consumers of research, the institutional investors, the retail investors, gives them the confidence to read the research with the clear understanding that the issuer had absolutely no discretion in the choice of research firm conducting the exercise. We work under a minimum 2-year contract with the issuer and advance payment for that period. And again, this bolsters the confidence for our audience that we've been able to feel at complete liberty to write our research as we see it, to write a very honest assessment of the company without fear of losing that issuer's business in the very short term. Each report is initiated only after the analyst has met with management and is inspected facilities. So we have first-hand primary knowledge of the issuers that we're covering. The intermediaries that we work with may well decide to oversee our relationship with the issuer and to oversee the process generally. And once again, that is a pillar of Irideus that can bolster the confidence of the investor in consuming our research, and therefore enhances the value of the research product. We take a completely homogeneous approach to research. The templates are identical, all of the data elements are identical, and this bolsters usability. This means that an investor can look at our research report on a Southeast Asian company and compare it to our research report on a Latin American company, and will be able to look at exactly the same format for the report and understand the data elements used comparing these companies are identical. We set the price point for the service at a level which is very inclusive for not just larger companies but medium and smaller companies. So effectively, if you are an investor in a company which has no published research, the price point is not a valid reason for an issuer not to commission research for the benefit of you as an investor. Finally, and very importantly, our global distribution relationships facilitate both a broad distribution exposure as well as very targeted distribution delivery, which allows the issuer to realize the benefits of the information, the light that's been shone on the company for communication of the company's story.